Hello everybody, today we're going to talk about the Skyrim patch 1.6.64 released on the 22nd of September 2022. We're going to talk about Skyrim Script Extender, my mods, issues, game performance, the usual stuff. Now let's start with Script Extender. Now I'm going to make a point here and then we'll talk about it. Back in Oblivion days, I installed a mod called Toasty Says Share, and it was a way of sharing, items with companions and ordering them around. And I made Kavachi Aftermath, right, to support it. So by making all the characters essential, basically, so you could use that mod to basically customize how they appeared all the way through the city, and it's very popular. Then Toasty turns around and said, "I'm going to make it a Script Extender mod." Now, I've never installed Script Extender. Even today, I do not have Script Extender installed because I thought to myself, do I need an alchemy sorter in Kavachi? Because if I do, then I'm going to have to support Script Extender, and if I do that, I'll have to keep updating it every time Bethesda release a patch. And I thought, I don't want to be doing that, right? Because that takes the fun out of modding. So what I'll do is I'll just do without that feature. Other times I thought, well, do I need it for other things? And I've always found a way of making the feature work without Script Extender. I've worked around the problem myself using existing default game commands. So I managed to get away with not needing Script Extender. Toasty Says Share decided to use it. I use his mods today without Script Extender, no issues. Even though the Script Extender mods, his mods still work on my system without Script Extender, which tells me he probably didn't need it in the first place, or the features he added aren't being used. So this is the question: how many mods out there actually needed to use Script Extender, and how many of them are just modders being lazy because they couldn't be bothered to spend an extra half an hour figuring out the problem using only the default commands? Because this is what it all boils down to in the end. Now, I'm not knocking Script Extender. It does a good job. It's done a good job in all of Bethesda's games, right? But many of the modders out there are using it as a go-to way, saving a bit of time when they're making the mod, only to have to spend years and years and years updating their mod every time Bethesda release a patch, which, as you know, isn't turning out too well for them, because many of these mods will just not be supported and they'll get dropped. So anyhow, it's not fair on the players, I don't think, to have to worry about this. And you see it on YouTube all the time when people are complaining about a patch breaking their mods and Script Extender this and Script Extender that. It gives Script Extender a bad name, and it isn't even their fault. It's Bethesda releasing patches for a game that was buggy, and then modders not updating it, and Script Extender is just the label that everybody slaps on it as the cause of the problem. Anyway, moving on. One thing I've noticed since the Anniversary Edition first came out is stability has improved dramatically. The game doesn't crash. It seems a lot better balanced. The new content in it is actually starts to feel like it should be in the game now. I recently bought the Anniversary Upgrade, DLCs, the Creation Kit DLCs, and they seem to work all right with the game, although there are a few problems that have popped into my game since I upgraded recently to that. One of them includes a Hall of the Dead entry being covered by a new player home. It's the one near Morphal, near the river, or near the lake. I put mine on the lake, so did he, but nothing else. The whole game seems to be a lot more stable than it used to be. It feels like the original version now, actually. It plays as stable as that, so I'm quite happy with it. I recently did a couple of videos or playthroughs on it. One of them was a stealthy archer, and the other one was about Markarth. And whilst I don't like the way this HDR and stuff and the defocusing is used in Skyrim at the moment, because I think it makes the game look ugly, right? Because it is used quite heavily in the 64 version. It wasn't really an issue in the standard version, so I might have to turn a few settings off to get rid of it. But it does do the standard 60 frames per second that it's always done. I believe it's capped at that. It doesn't go higher than that. But it does mean it's a low power game. Like in an energy crisis like we're in now, Skyrim isn't going to use a lot of power, right? It's going to look great and it's going to be a low power game. Same with most of Bethesda's games, except for Fallout 4, which uses a dramatic amount of power. It also heats up quite badly as well. Don't know why, but it does. But anyway, it says Skyrim on the whole is quite a good build. It's a very optimized game now. It doesn't crash, it is stable, and the content they've released for it does seem to be balanced and does seem to fit with the game so far. I'll let you know if I come across anything that doesn't, but so far I'm giving it a thumbs up. See you in the next one.